UGA Aggies and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the UGAs are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Aggies kickoff unit is ready, and so is this home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go. And he's going to bring this one out. That is a decision he will likely regret. Out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Hits inside. It's Shepard. Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Using his legs, it's Bowens. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Opening drive of the game, and they're facing 3rd and 1. Trying to slip through and pick it up. He's past the 30. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Plows through the defense. Turns it on in midfield. He's got 43 yards on the ground already. That is a way to make a statement early.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
And the Dogs have this offense rolling. Got him on the RPO. Gain right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. They're coming off a national championship, but you do wonder if this season will be a season of complacency or a drive for another title.
Well, I mean, what a season last year to put that together, to win a natty, to make your dreams come true. But, Jesse, now it's reloading with all the high school recruiting portal and all the other stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, they lost a lot of key pieces off that national championship team a year ago, but they also added a lot of talent. That's why this fan base is hoping for back-to-back national championships.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Straight ahead, it's Shepard. Fighting off the defender.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Big guy smells it, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Dogs! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
From deep, it's Curry. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's Lewis, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll ride him again. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. You just hope this turns out not to be too serious. First quarter, game 1. It's tough to take an injury this early. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Making the adjustment on the play. Pushes ahead. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
He'll keep it on the sneak. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, you feel pretty good about a quarterback sneak most of the time. Such a short yardage play. I just got to find a little crease and get through it. But this defense was more than ready for it. Built that wall up front. Nowhere to go. No push. Big stop by the D.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Pulls it and fires to the left. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the...
Lots of running room. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. There to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are. And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down.
You've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
On the return. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Offense gets set for second down. Running inside, it's Shepard. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback changing the play. Churns into the pile. Oh, he's got some space. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
That gives him 54 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs.
Touchdown, Bulldog! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Deep in the end zone, it's Curry. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, but who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Osborne. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Quarterback keeper. Turning it on. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football, because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Makes the quick grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Shepard. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Hauls it in. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won.
Wide open. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. Direct snap. It's Osborne. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and
intercepted. The defense has set him up. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The defense putting points on the board. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Warren. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw one first. Unloads to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Quick give. It's Shepard. There's a little room there. Steps his way to a little bit of a pickup. Not enough for the first down as the clock continues to move here late in the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They'll try to get the first through the air. Gonna take a shot. He's got it on the outside. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 3 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Longhorns who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Osborne. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Left side is Johnson. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field for a big guy. Very, very unique.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Piles his way ahead. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the lone man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Under pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now. And this is
Caught, and he's got room. They make the tackle at the 22. Will give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down. And the Aggies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Lewis. Moving out to the right. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
A strike downfield. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. It's complete to the right. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just one possession away. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe.
First down here as we dive into the college football season, a Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. The give. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Right at the line. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. The run inside. It's Shepard.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Now on second down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Finds a crease, it's Temple. There he goes! They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
To the ground, he's got it again. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And there's no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick with the physical ground game late in the game. That's how you finish opponents off.
Well, at this situation in the game now with the lead, you know the offense is just going to try and run the football, bleed the clock, and ice this game.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Looking for the end zone. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
On the return, it's Warren. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Texas A&M going quickly.
Well, you know that every single week, this guy's legs are going to be a problem, and the defense just has not had an answer for him. They can't keep him in the...
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
How nice is it as a defense if you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Here's a throw downfield late. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
And on offense right now, you're at a juncture here of the game in the 4th quarter, trailing the way you are. You can't punt anymore. Execution has got to be at a premium, and on that 4th down, they're able to...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Lewis to throw for it on 4th. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Past the 6. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a 1st down in the red zone. UGA trying to make this red zone trip pay off. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. From the red zone, it's Bowen. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
He stopped, but it'll be enough for the 1st down, and they are going to waltz out of here with a win. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired.